There was a period where they almost went extinct. It's actually only through the efforts of private individuals raising bison that have allowed them to come back in commerce of people eating them. I'm Jon Sepp. I was class of 2009 at the Academy. We are on my ranch here near Hot Springs, Montana. People eat bison for a variety of different reasons. A lot of it is health-conscious consumers. Some people are, environmentally conscious. Some people just like it for the novelty of eating bison. But really, we wanted to build a product that was going to hit all of those consumer groups, and we felt like we did a really good job. I had no ranching experience before this, other than when I was in the Air Force, I worked weekends on some small ranches and in a slaughterhouse, a processing plant. To try to prepare myself for a transition. In 2017, I met my wife, and we launched our brand together out of the ranch to sell our goods, not just wholesaling the animals, but actually keeping the profit in-house, building our own brand, and building the consumer products we want to bring to market. We started out small. We've grown up to, where we are here. This is kind of our flagship ranch, and right here where we can run 300 to 400 head on this ranch. The name of our brand is Roam Free, and that brand was inspired originally by our first product, which was aimed at the natural and organic market. And so we wanted something that stayed for a long time, was easy for us to meter, and sell in smaller quantities and packages, and just get bison to people in small amounts to get them to try it and possibly want to order more. And the best product we came up with at that time was just a very simple jerky. It was just bison meat and spices. It had no sugar, no additives. It was really a health food, natural and organic targeted product early on, but that since has gone wide. Those products now are ready-to-eat refrigerated products, account for about 80% of our business. We built that brand to be targeted in that direction, and by I say we, I mean my wife.
I'm Brittany Masters, and we're out here on Roam Free Ranch. I had been working at Boeing for almost 10 years and really wanting to follow some of my own passion more around health food and just doing something closer to nature. And yeah, he's like, well, let's just double down and go all in. So that's what we did.
The Academy Network has been super supportive in what we've done. They've actually really helped, some of the test sessions that we've done with Costco. They'll give you, order a certain amount and see at the velocity at which it sells if that should be something that should stay in for a number of years or not. And so every time we have tests, we reach out to the grad community, and they've always supported their classmates. I have great foremen, great hands. They're all veterans that work here. A lot of Marines. We have an Air Force guy. He was an AC-130 gunner. We always push for veterans to investigate agriculture as a whole, but especially ranching as a community is something that I would love to see more veterans transition to in the future when they get out, whether it's retirement or not. My dad was an Air Force officer, and we moved a lot. Pretty much every year we were coast to coast, and we'd always spend the summers in Montana and South Dakota. And inevitably driving, we'd see a bunch of bison. And there's a pretty significant moment when I was really young that my mom pulled a very typical tourist move and got out of the car and got really close to a bison, got a picture. We thought she was so cool for doing this, and it just always stuck in our mind forever that our mom was awesome and did it. And for whatever reason, I've always had a fascination with bison. Of course, in North America, the bison was the animal that created everything that you see. They reshaped rivers, they made gaps in mountains through their migration corridors when we had 80 to 100 million of them. All farming, everything that made the United States successful. It's just that 6 inches of topsoil that they've created over thousands of years of grazing. It's just the manure that falls, the way that they eat the grass, the way that they roll in the ground to allow water to collect, with the oil on their fur, the way that they translate seeds across vast distances that they're migrating. All of those things created North America and the fertility that we still use, whether you're just domestic farming, even if you're ranching beef, growing corn, whatever it is you're doing, it's all owed to bison.
It's rewarding, it's challenging, it's everywhere in between. You wake up every day and there's something different going on, a new challenge to overcome. And then you sleep really well at night because you get in a lot of work. And, something new happens the next day, but it's not like any other career you could have.
I would say maybe it doesn't look like the typical path, right? Especially an academy grad, they're going to train you up and say, we've given you all these tools and knowledge to be a program manager, to, have a good 401k, to have a good retirement, to not take the risk, right? To use the skills to let somebody else corporately take the risk for you, and you will be an excellent worker in that. And that is absolutely true. You will be a really well-trained, excellent worker. I had an adventurous career in the military, and it was addictive. I'm not sitting at a desk, I feel healthy. The biggest draw of this is the tangible results that you get every single day. Whether it's I'm building a new fence line, I've moved some bison somewhere, or we've fed thousands and thousands of people and I get to see their smiles on their faces. Those are tangible results. They're far more addictive than whatever safety that I could have felt like I could have traded for that. So maybe it won't last forever, but it's really good right now.